Well, hydrogen has become one of the most important parts of the wellness industry, but there are literally thousands and thousands of products out there. How do you tell what's fact and what's fiction? We'll be talking to a leading international expert next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is The Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I was not aware how popular hydrogen has become when it comes to wellness. You can drink it, you can bathe in it, you can inhale it, but literally there are thousands and thousands of products, and what's hype and what's health. To sort it out, we're talking to Tywon Hubbard today. He's the CEO at H2Hub. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, I'm interested to hear your journey, because you don't just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to review hydrogen products.
Right. Correct. Yeah. Did not start with hydrogen with me.
Okay.
Started with athletics, and I played football for about 20 years of my life and aspired to be into the NFL, and then hydrogen invaded my story.
Okay. Well, help us understand, what does hydrogen do for the body?
Yeah, so 3 simple things. Hydrogen helps as an antioxidant. Hydrogen reduces inflammation, and hydrogen decreases cell death. And so it does far more, but to keep it simple, those are 3 things that we know from the scientific literature that how hydrogen can benefit the human body.
And when you were an athlete, were you using hydrogen?
Yeah, so I started using hydrogen towards the end of my football career. I started to drink hydrogen-rich water, and I noticed significant benefits to my recovery. And so that would kind of spark my interest and then led me deeper into hydrogen.
Sure. And there's the doctor's creed is do no harm, but there are products out there that just aren't working the way they say they should work.
Right, correct. When it comes to molecular hydrogen or hydrogen products, there's really 2 sides. And so you have the scientific research that is administering certain levels. And within those clinical studies, we can kind of deduct the dose, basically. And then you have hydrogen products that should be able to provide what's being used within the studies. But unfortunately, there are many products on the market that don't provide these type of hydrogen levels to the human body. And I should clarify to talk about what form of hydrogen we're actually talking about. So, because there are 4 different species of hydrogen, and there's the hydrogen cation or a proton, there's hydrogen atom, then there's molecular hydrogen or hydrogen gas, and then there's hydride, which is a form of hydrogen that's really found in complex compounds and stuff like that. The form that we're talking about, the star of the show, is molecular hydrogen or hydrogen gas. Some people might know about it from the Hindenburg incident, right. Or as a alternative for fuel. But that is the hydrogen gas we're talking about. That's the hydrogen we're talking about, I should say.
Sure. Well, I applaud you as an entrepreneur because you set up a whole business around this. We're going to pull up your website. And as we scroll down the website, how long have you been in business and what kind of products do you review?
Yeah, so we've been in business now for about 8 years. And are nearly a decade, I should say. And the type of products is a wide range. So from hydrogen water products to hydrogen inhalation products to hydrogen bath products. I mean, there's many different hydrogen products or categories for them. So we receive products from manufacturers or distributors from around the world, and then we take them through an evaluation process that kind of tests the hydrogen products against our performance standards.
What percentage of the products you review fail the test?
Well, currently we have about 30 recommended or approved hydrogen products but we've actually evaluated upwards of 80 or more. So wow. There's quite a few that don't make it.
Sure. I know everybody's excited when they get an Amazon package. You get multiple Amazon packages a day. We're going to show some video of you unboxing. Is it like Christmas every day in your home?
Yeah. Like it feels like it is. It's Christmas all around the year, getting hydrogen products and then reviewing them. And then we actually do videos like like this, where we unbox them, and then we'll actually do tests and stuff like that, where I'll take the product apart and disassemble it, and then do some tests to actually see what type of hydrogen levels they're making.
Sure.
And then after that, we end up basically doing product review videos to help customers know what the product looks like when it comes to their home, but also be able to kind of know how to use it and know what we're actually testing the product at.
Sure, and you've been doing it for almost a decade. You've really become the leader in your space, haven't you?
Yeah. There's really no other company in the world that does what we do, the way we do it. And I should say that there are probably 3 key companies that are in this space to kind of validate hydrogen products. I should say validate, but at least help consumers confirm what kind of products,
Sure.
hydrogen products are good or not. There's IHSA, which is the International Hydrogen Standards Association. It's a organization of scientists that work in this field that actually set forth standards from the scientific studies. And so companies can have their products certified to their standards, and but they basically just have minimum standards. So if the product meets basically what's the minimum dose within scientific research to be therapeutic for humans, then they can get that seal of approval from the IHSA. And then there's H2Minutes, which is a hydrogen laboratory. They're located in Las Vegas area, and they actually, They do laboratory tests for hydrogen products using gas chromatography, which is kind of like the gold standard. But they're also not going to release that data just so freely. You know, the company's paying for it, and so it's going to be upon the company to actually let people know what they tested, what H2Minutes tested. Then you have H2 Hub, which is my company. My company receives these products, and we take them through basic testing to identify 3 things. Is the product safe? Does it provide therapeutic levels of hydrogen based on the research? And does the product actually have some level of reliability or build quality? And so we do those 3 things, and if they pass our performance standards, we let them know. So not only do we tell the customers which products are good, but we let them know our test results independently of what the company claims. So the company can claim whatever they want about the product, but we're going to put out our test results so they can see it, so every customer can see that. And then lastly, we go ahead and we produce these videos to help customers see not only these reports that we use, but they can see me on camera testing the product and showing them the type of levels that it makes. So it really sets us apart because we get to be more interactive with the consumer base.
Yeah, and I love your on-camera style. Let's go ahead and show one of the videos.
Hello everyone, this is Tywon Hubbard with H2 Hub, and we're here to do a test video for the HBS10 hydrogen inhalation unit. This system is offered by HHO Bulgaria, and we're going to go ahead and do a gas displacement test for it. Just a quick flow test to see its gas production. This system is marketed to produce 450 milliliters per minute of oxyhydrogen or Brown's gas. And so that is 66% H2, 33% O2. We measured this system at an average of 445 milliliters per minute at SATP. And so this system is pretty much spot on with this marketing. And so we're going to go ahead and run a quick displacement test. And so how the test is going to run is we're going to go ahead and start the gas production and displace water for about 15 seconds. And then we're going to multiply the actual gas that has displaced the water, its milliliters, by 4, and actually get an approximate of how much gas this system is putting out in a minute. So let's go ahead and start the test. All right, so let's go ahead and start the test. Okay, so we are at 110 in 15 seconds, 150, or I say 110 milliliters which is 440 milliliters per minute of oxyhydrogen or hydrogen and oxygen, which is pretty good. That is right around where we tested this system at. We tested it on average at about 445 milliliters per minute, and it's marketed at about 450. And so basically it's running as it should. And that means basically this system produces about 300 milliliters per minute of hydrogen, which is a therapeutic dose based on the research. So this is the test video for H2 Hub for the HBS-10 hydrogen inhalation unit. We'll catch you next time at the H2 Hub.
I think this is wonderful what you're doing, and really saving the consumers a lot of money if they come to your site and look at your reviews.
Yeah, no, like absolutely. That's one of our number one services to the consumer, is to save them time and money, because you can go at it alone. And really there's only two ways to do this. You can either have a trusted third party that knows what they're talking about and be an expert in the space to help you along the way, or you can buy a product blindly and test it at home, and you may or may not lose your money, right? So it's better, I think, to go ahead and take our route.
Sure. And you also do a lot of free educational videos. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So we have a YouTube channel called H2Minutes, and H2Minutes is, like I said, a free educational YouTube series where we talk about everything hydrogen. So we go through the basics of hydrogen research, its benefits. We have misconception videos for the industry, so because there's a lot of them when it comes to molecular hydrogen therapy, and we've been doing it H2Minutes for even longer than what we've been doing H2 Hub. So we get to teach people all around the world through H2Minutes.
Let's talk about the kinds of consumers who need to pay attention to this, because obviously athletes who are playing at the elite level, you know, care about how their body is performing. What about just ordinary people with like brain fog?
Yeah, no. So that's the thing, is that what we've seen in the scientific literature right now is that hydrogen is, there's more than 2,000 scientific publications worldwide showing hydrogen has therapeutic potential for more than 170 human disease models with no cytotoxic or cell damaging effects, no damaging effects. And so large part of this is that they've seen hydrogen helps to prevent different disease models. And so whether you're healthy, we all want to prevent, diseases or any of that type of stuff. And so right now what we've seen is that it's safe to use, and that as the research continues that you can prevent things. But also those are people who might be obviously in a disease state and they want to try something new. Maybe they can do that, but it's also been shown to be safe for anyone. So whether it's your kids or older adults or even the elderly, hydrogen like it can benefit everyone.
Outstanding. You've been an amazing guest. We're going to have you back again soon. We're going to end with the website, which is h2hub.com. The great Tywon Hubbard. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.